So here's the notes so far. Not a whole lot yet. These are just 3 kind of high probability plays we're looking at.
Did anybody make $1 million off of Tesla this week? I was just wondering.
Not quite a million.
I just saw, a shit ton of people making thousands and $1,000. So there's this guy in this one group I have. He put 100K. He made like 100K in 15 minutes, shit like that.
Yeah, that's insane.
For reals. But you know me, I am buying, call like Spire this week for 6,000.
There are some people who did trade Tesla the right way, but there's people who, I'm not going to say lucky, but I'll say they were speculative trading. They were just trading to trade it, to buy into the hype. Because there was some definite hype buy there, but there were some people who played some really good TA there.
Y'all saw that drop, the $100 drop? I was like, damn, I saw it live, like, damn, who got fucked over?
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. Because it looked like it was still an upwards trend. And just out of nowhere, that big ass camera just drops $100. I was like, damn. Who unloaded all their shares?
The crazies.
They be trapping.
I guess someone was like, fuck it. I'll make this a top. Some hedge fund was like, I'll make this a top.
All right, what stock do we want to look at?
Everything.
I'm looking at bar chart right now. Just looking at some random ones.
Hey, we got Baba earnings this week.
I'm gonna clear that.
Oh, Baba. Wow.
Damn, Baba looks really good actually.
They bought that dip pretty fast.
That's kind of a nice level there. Could be a good bounce play here. I'd like to see the double crossover on the EMAs, but not relying on that though. Seems like a lot of the volumes beginning and end of day. So it seems like you gotta kind of catch a good swing on it too if you want. Up, up, up. Down. And Baba's also having a lot of trouble because a lot of those coronavirus numbers are still coming out. It's gonna keep hurting them for a little bit.
Yeah, wasn't the numbers leaked by Tinsit?
Yeah, a lot of honestly, if it breaks this 215 level, Baba could be really good for some puts.
Bueller, what you think on Beyond? Like, I see the pattern. It looks kind of like how CGC set up. I'm kind of bearish on it.
Alright,
Wait,
I'll go to Beyond.
damn, Baba was 199 last Monday.
On a daily.
Oh wait, I can't remove these. I gotta remove just these. I don't want to remove those 2 light blue lines. Those are probably the most important lines on this whole chart. All right. There's definitely a lot more volume.
And you can kind of see on Canopy, it had the same triangle setup or wedge, whatever, however you call it, and then it broke down to the downside.
Got like a small cup and handle here, kind of too. We might see it rise, honestly, more before we see it drop again. Like
Right.
before you see another death drop. In my opinion, I think we'll probably see a little more of a rise before we see a dip to like the one this other light blue line I have here. These two light blue lines I have here, by the way, are
Yeah.
why I say they're the most important.
The gap.
Is the gap. The initial gap here was like serious. Okay, was seriously like very important in the beginning because every time it retouches this range, it's gonna consolidate or it's gonna fly. See here it flew, and then here it does a lot more consolidating, like I would think.
Right.
We played puts in chat when it did this because these lines are just insanely crucial. And then I had this other line because it was the actual tip of the wick. But man, this chart looks really nice actually. Yeah, I'm definitely long term bearish on it though, on Beyond.
Yeah.
This
You compare it
volume's
to Canopy, or is that you think that's a different setup?
you're talking about CGC?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It
Well,
was a little tighter.
they're definitely similar.
Yeah, but it does look better on CGC. So how it broke down.
Yeah, these are definitely similar. Neither of them are really news driven either right now. CGC is going to be a little more bearish at the moment because of the Aurora cannabis news that just hit.
Yeah, I seen that.
But yeah, honestly, I think long term bearish right here. I'm gonna notate that too because that looks really good.
Look at his forehead. Look at his eyes. Eyes.
Yeah, it's 105.32. That's that bottom level. I'll just say 105 just to be passive on it. I'd say Beyond's probably the most highlighted play. I like Ulta too. Just the premiums are going to be expensive. Not everyone's going to be able to play it. McDonald's will be pretty cheap. Those probably a little over $100 a contract at the time when it dipped to this range. Baba's just a really good setup. Cat's got a really good high probability setup. Dylan called out Cat. I'm gonna notate that too. And then Devin gave me this one. Baba Beyond. What's the other stock? Oh, Nvidia. That was the one Dylan was kind of charting, but I really liked what he showed.
So yeah.
Yo, Gary, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Okay. Yeah, you know what this looks like, Gary? Right here.
In regards to what? Like, what are you looking at beyond?
It almost looks like the Disney castle.
He's getting there.
Hold on, I'll go to that real quick. I'll never forget that.
That
What
was
time frame? Was it the 4-hour?
I don't know. That was from like a year ago.
Fuck Disney.
I don't know. I had a screenshot where this gap up happened, and this I swear this looked like a Disney castle, and so I put it next to an actual Disney castle. It was like a little meme. Disney, man.
There it is.
Honestly, Disney looks pretty good now that I'm looking back at it. It's at the bottom of this huge channel I have. It's probably on like the weekly time frame. Yeah.
Yo, on Friday, I had put Disney down, like for puts, and that shit like it hit like that price after it fell below that price target, like it just dropped.
Dude, honestly, I wish I would have paid more attention to Disney because this is the only candle that fell out of this little channel.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have rode this puppy, worst case scenario, from like 137 all the way to 140 something. That's crazy. And honestly, this still looks bullish. That's a lot of volume. That's a bearish candle, but that doesn't always 100% mean that it's going to go down. If we have a good market, that's going to, if it breaks above 142.29, Disney looks super good. I'll write that down too. Actually, I might adjust that level. Like the bottom of that wick, top of that body. Yeah, I like that level. 142.32. I'll say 35 just to be psychological with it. And I said that level because I like that it's the top of that movement. It's the top of this before it was resistance turn support that clearly consolidated heavy here. Never tested it again, then bam, breaks above it, yeah. And then support, then fail. Yeah, I like that level. And you always want to look at levels that have a lot of movement around them. Support turn resistance, resistance turn support. A lot of consolidation, it's a lot of pressure building up. And this is on a weekly time frame, so that helps out a lot more. It's a stronger confirmation, but yeah, that's a good level. Color that differently, make it a little more important.
What's up, Josh?
What's up, Yanni?
I'm bad, Larry.
Let me find what contract would be good. I'm gonna go to the chat and type in.
Disney.
Yeah.
You gonna short it?
No, I mean, we might long it if it breaks above this level. I'm gonna set a short level too, though, just to be safe.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of this also, damn, this is the perfect contract.
Oh,
Trevor,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Says Yanni.
That's why I choose that, by the way, because open interest is how many contracts are being held. You can see the bias. 67% are calls, 33% are puts. So clearly, there's a lot more buyers on this. So that's a really good date to get if you do jump on it. I'll notate that. I think this would be the good date for puts. Honestly, you could do calls here too, April 17th. And then let's see a good short level. Just to be a little versatile, be ready for either direction. I want to see that white line. Maybe move it up a little. Like right there. Whoops.
Oh, I like that channel. I'm with you, Bueller, on it that it's bullish.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
no, it's
more
bullish, but
I'm more bullish than I am bearish, but I'll set some levels below just to be safe.
yeah.
I like Disney.
Never been to Disneyland though, but yeah.
Bruh, I lost so much money on Disney earnings report like 3 quarters ago. I could have gotten Disney World with that money. So fuck Disney.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I go back to Disney World, Disneyland, I'm gonna spit on the ground just to be like, that's what you get for Disney money. Yeah, I haven't posted a picture in the Hangout category about Disney. It's not funny.
Man, there's so much open interest on calls.
Joe, you know, there's another stock with a crazy amount of open interest. Hold on.
Spy. Spy has a few expirations with like millions on it.
Jesus. Oh, Starbucks. I was talking about that earlier. 21 has like 100,000. Well, compared to the other ones around it. But
I have puts for
dang,
this date. Oh, hey, I chose right. I didn't even check this.
14. Ooh.
I saw
Oh
the.
yeah, SPY put's about to pay off.
I know. I didn't even know this. Did you look at this either?
I just went for next week because I don't know, just by how the market acted. I just at least Monday I think it's gonna open red.
I'm liking Lulu on the 15-minute and hourly for day trade.
Seems like people are bullish on March 20th calls.
17 open interest. Damn.
Yo, oh no, this is too far. Oh,